This is John the Net Guy, and today we're taking a look at how to unbox and assemble the GT Racing gaming chair. Enough messing around, let's get to work. To start, make sure you've got plenty of room. There are going to be a lot of parts coming out of this box, and it's packaged very well. Be careful when cutting here, you don't want to cut the seats. I lifted it up a little bit as I cut. Start by taking the pieces out and organizing them where you can get access to all of them. The instruction manual comes out next, as well as the two pieces of the chair. The footrest, which is a unique item for this, is next. The armrests come out, and then a parts box which contains the wheels and other parts. There's the screw kit and the handle for adjustment. Within the instructions have several pictographic pages that tell you how to do what I'm going to tell you now. When opening the parts box, be careful. This is going to have the wheels, the dust cover, and the two pieces that are going to be needed to finish off the base. To start, lay the chair base out on the floor upside down and begin by inserting the two pieces to complete the chair base. Use two screws provided in the parts kit to secure those items to the 5-pointed base. Then attach the wheels with simple pressure and they'll lock into each wheel connector. The gas cylinder goes in next, push firmly, and then put the dust cover. The tapered side goes towards the top. Move that to the side and we're going to start working on the base assembly. Find the chair base, and this also includes the Bluetooth sending unit, and flip it over upside down because it's going to all attach from the bottom. First up are the armrests, both left and right, and then the gas strut assembly connection goes here. Make sure to align front to front. Using the largest of the screws provided in the kit, the structural ones, these are going to allow you to connect the base to the chair, as well as the armrests to the base of the chair. Make sure to give these a good snug connection. All of this uses the exact same Allen wrench that they provide. It may be easier if you put something like a box underneath this to boost it up, but I was able to get it to work just by lifting. Once complete, move your attention over here to the black screws. These are going to be for the chair footrest assembly. These will hold the pipes that go through here and later hold the footrest, which can be retracted and slid through here. Set that to the side because we're now going to mate the two surfaces together. Make sure you have a good solid connection from the gas strut assembly to the base of the chair. Next, we're going to work on the side hinges. Now, they only go one direction. The hinge with the handle goes on the right side of the chair. Make sure you snug these in very good because you're not going to have access to them once you put all the covers on. So place these bottom ones in on the left and the right side. Repeat the process on the left side of the chair. Next, take the cover off of the top side of the chair and connect the top side to the base. There is a small audio connection that you see there, which you're going to want to connect before you finish everything up. Start with the right side and you can attach the top through the metal frame to the hinge. Proceed to the left side and do the same process. Now you can put the covers over. They'll only fit on each individual side and they're molded. One is taller with a little kick out, that's for the handle side on the right, and attach with the included screws. Repeat the process on the left side, which goes pretty quickly. And put the top covers on both sides. They include little white caps to cover off the end of the chair and give it a finished look. Next, the most confusing part of the build for me was putting the footrest on. It has to fit in what looks like upside down here, and when you use it, you pull it out and flip it over. The seat bolsters are easy to attach. Use the larger of the two bolsters through the bottom and through the top holes in the chair back. The headrest then fits on very easily through the two openings in the top of the chair. Now, to configure the Bluetooth receiver, check the manual, but it's a very simple plug-in process. Make sure it's plugged in to the audio connector, which is inside the pocket. Also, again, remember to hook the base to the seat back for the audio connection. And there you have it. Make sure the gas cylinder and the armrests are adjusted, and your seat is ready for several years of continuous use.